So with the war going on in Ukraine, Russia still has, its forces, Wagner Group, forces in the Central African Republic, and relations are only getting better and better. The Central African Republic has decided to make Russian an official language. So it's going to be taught in schools from now on and universities. And yeah, there you have it. So they have a language called Songo, and they're using French as well. And now they're adding Russian to the mix. And I think that's actually better. It's better to have Russian than French. French is a totally useless language. It's better to have Russian than French for sure. And so it says here, the Central African Republic has intermittently been the backdrop for somebody else's war. Despite having a population of a little bit more than 4 million, it is approximately the same size as France, Denmark, and the Netherlands combined. So small population, big piece of land. People should be rich. They should be living comfortable lives if, France wasn't plundering the country. So it says the vast open space has been used as a venue for battles by different parties, former colonizer France, strong men from Chad and Sudan, and the Congo. The Central African Republic, there was a civil war going on. There was a group called the Seleka, which is a Muslim group with a lot of members coming from Sudan or Chad. And they basically came in, took over the country, reached the capital, and deposed the president and installed their own government. So France comes running in because they don't want to lose a piece of land that they're plundering. So they come running in. They arm these militias called Anti-Balaka, and they go around destroying mosques and killing innocent people. And the Seleka get pushed out of the capital, and they still have a big presence in other parts in the north and east of the country, areas bordering Chad and Sudan. Because you got to keep in mind, a lot of people in Africa, they move around. Like, you can have a tribe, half the tribe is in one country, the other half is in another country, and people move back and forth. So people in the Central African Republic, they have strong relations with people living in Chad or people living in Sudan. So people move back and forth. So anyway, it says the latest visitor is Russia, its army and its private military outfit Wagner, who, unlike some of those who came before them, have mostly been welcomed by the locals. So they've been welcomed by the locals, actually, Wagner Group, because they provide stability and safety for a lot of people. And Russia is not known to be plundering African countries like France and imposing, its language and stuff like that. So it says here, that month, rebels backed by a former president, Francois Bozizé, attempted to take control of the country after his candidacy for the presidential elections had been rejected by the Constitutional Court. Of course, in countries like this, Constitutional Court doesn't mean anything. Like, whoever has a gun and has more guns and more weapons is gonna decide what happens. It doesn't matter, how eloquently the judge at the Constitutional Court makes his case. That whoever shouldn't run. Well, if this guy Bozizé has weapons and power and allies, he's gonna run and he's gonna rule. So guys, like and subscribe. Thank you very much.